Welcome to another episode of It's Debatable. I'm Justin.
I'm Jalen.
And before we get into what we were about to get into for today, I wanted to take a minute or two to shed line of pipe. Did I
Shed light upon.
shed light upon my fault, y'all. The tragic death of Pat Stay. I think it was just about a week ago now that the
Mm-hmm.
announcement came out that he was in a fatal stabbing. Um, just real quick, like how did you feel when you heard the news, and like what did Pat Stay as a battler just mean to you?
At first it definitely caught me off guard. Because it's just very random. You just wake up one day and then you hear like Pat Stay's dead, and then for me with death it takes a while for me to really process until like yeah. So at first I was just numb. I'm like, what the hell? Like I'm just in shock, and then about like 3 or 4 days later it came to like, oh yeah, Pat Stay like really fast. But yeah.
Crazy,
Yeah, shout out to Pat Stay. Hope his family is doing well as well. Um, yeah, Pat Stay definitely left a mark on the culture.
for sure.
Being unorthodox. And having that blend of being well respected in the culture, whether it's KODT, King of the Dot, or URL. He had respect and love throughout both platforms, which is kind of rare for either one. You either like King of the Dot or URL, but he had love on all platforms. Definitely appreciated in the culture. Um, Definitely left us with definitely classic battles, and even his last battles kind of passed on the torch. Gave the rookies opportunities to shine. Definitely kept the culture moving forward. So it's sad to hear, but hopefully he's doing well in heaven, and hopefully his family is doing well as well.
Nah, yeah, just to piggyback off what you said, just an amazing person. In battle rap and off battle rap. Now, I've never met him, but just the stories that
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of Pat Stay just being so generous and just being someone that just might DM you out of nowhere just with a positive message,
Yeah.
just to keep that positive energy flowing in the air. Another point that you made, like a whole bunch of classic battles with DNA, Arsenal, Shotgun Shug, Charlie Clips, Sharon, like
Mm-hmm.
classics around multiple platforms. You said King of the Dot, URL, also RBE.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think might be my favorite battle of him ever versus Danny Myers. I love the angle he took with Danny Myers having the 10 kids. Pat Stay just being so funny and witty.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely took that angle and just made it better than I feel anybody else could have really done it.
Yeah.
Just an upstanding person from what I heard of. Family man, definitely took care of his kids and was definitely a good husband.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely in Canada, a legend. I feel just a legend in hip hop. Period. I seen someone like Eminem just retweeting R.I.P. Pat Stay. So
Mm-hmm.
that just shows the effect that he had in the culture.
Yeah.
Just his charisma and attitude, I think, is something we'll never see again in battle rap. And yeah, I think it was just ironic the way he did die was just trying to save somebody else.
Yeah.
So if he had to go, I'm I guess at peace that he went out trying to be a good person.
Yeah.
I wish he was still here. Just definitely one of my favorite battle rappers was to me. Definitely top two hardest to beat on a stage. I feel like just because he does so much, I always felt it was him and Goods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So crazy enough, I feel Goods might have been if not his next battle, but his next at least three. Right. I
Yeah.
feel at least one of them would have been against Goods. That was what I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just R.I.P. Pat Stay. Condolences to his family. If y'all could donate anything, I believe there's a GoFundMe out there for his family. Please go donate to that.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep reposting memories of him so we can keep his name alive. And I also want to say real quick, because I seen that there was already a battler, not a known battler, and this is exactly why, that already had a Pat Stay bar.
Yeah.
Like, and it definitely was had Twitter on an uproar. A lot of battlers came out and said that this guy's already canceled. He's never
Mm.
gonna make it in the culture now.
Yeah.
I don't know why would you do something like that. Yeah, yeah, it's the shock factor, but why would you want your name? Cause let's say just hypothetically popped off that. Why would you want your name to be
Attached to that.
yeah, synonymous with that, and that's how you got your name off the ground?
Yeah.
It's way too soon, and forget too soon. This just shouldn't happen. Period.
Yeah.
Pat Stay was a good guy. He did nothing, to my knowledge, wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you even feel like you just seen everybody mourning and you just had a bar like that? Completely tasteless. I don't even know the guy's name. I'm glad I don't. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't want anyone to shed any more light on him than he already tried to get. So
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say shit. you've seen any of his battles, don't watch anymore because he's canceled for me.
Facts.
But now that we got that out the way, actually for today's episode, we will be doing our first, I guess, installment of a top 50 best battlers of all time. So that doesn't just mean Euro battlers. That means Euro, King of the Dot, RBE battlers from the Ukraine and Texas leagues and just all over the world. Now will all of them probably make a top 50? No, but just saying that it's not only predicated towards the URL. So and we also have categories for each each of the each of the
groups, I would say. Subgroups.
Yes, each of the subgroups. So we're gonna be doing, like I said, 50 to 41. For this first one, it's gonna be called high risk, low reward. Cause I feel like when I was putting this together, I feel like it was battlers to where, like, if you do beat them, it's kind of like, oh well, yeah, either you was supposed to beat them, or like they're just not that high in the culture anyway. So who really cares? But then it's like, if you don't take the battle serious and you catch them when they're on their shit, like, you can possibly get 30.
Yeah.
Right. So I figured I would go first. I'll say my 50 through 41. Then you can go ahead and say your 50 through 41.
Yeah.
And then, we can just get to the meat and potatoes of this whole thing, right?
Pause.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. But for me, starting at 50, I had X Factor at 50, followed by Swave 7 at 49.
Okay.
48 Young Ill. 47 Serious Jones. 45 Clean Paper. 45 Head Ice. 44 Bill Collector. 43 Av. 42 Big K. And then to finish off the 50 to 41 group, I had at 41 B Motherfucking Magic. Now who did you have for the 50 to 41?
All right. So for 50, I have easy to block. Hold up, my bad. For 50, I have easy to block captain. For 49, I have Sweet Seva. For 48, I have Tech 9. 47, I have Bill Collector.
RIP Tech 9.
46, I have Clean Paper. Okay. 45, I have J Mills. 44, I got Cortez. 43, I got Math Hoffa. 42, I got Serious Jones. And 41, I got Young Ill.
All right. So I'm already seeing we do have at least some of the same names, both in our groups between 50 and 41. But now this is where I guess we try to figure out all of this madness. Yeah. So I guess we can start at 50.
Yeah.
I believe that you said you had Easy to Block Captain.
Yeah.
I had X Factor. Well, just to start off, I had X Factor at 50 because he's definitely one of the most top viewed battlers of all time. I believe at least top 30 in views. I definitely feel there was a time period where he was someone that you tried to stay away from. Yeah. That was definitely when X Factor was in his prime. He definitely had the angle that he used to take with the whole talking to you about your priorities. Yeah. I think that was a big staple in the culture at the time. Definitely a lot of classic battles with a lot of the big names in the culture, like Charlie Clips, a DNA, a K Shine, a Sue Surf, a Rich Dollars. So a lot of classic battles, and I just feel overall just a good battle rapper. Now more recently, we seen him against like Shotgun Suge. I know I seen him on a Bands vs. Suge before. He didn't do too well. And he also had Jerry West on a Born Legacy, and that wasn't the best showing either. So I guess now that the past couple years that we haven't really seen him, and then when we have seen him, he hasn't been the best, which is why I feel his name has kind of dragged through the mud, which is why he's kind of at a 50, even though X Factor is one of the more well-known names in the culture. I just had to put him at 50 because, yes, in his earlier years, he was definitely a force to be reckoned with. But I feel as his career went on, it just kind of went on the downslope. So I have X Factor at 50.
All right. For me, the reason I know it's probably a bit early, but the reason I have Easy to Block Captain is off the strength of his if his battle rap career was to stop today, I feel like he definitely had an impact. You think about the new era of battle rap, just with COVID happening, with the small room battles, and him, and with the addition of the Crucible and the tournaments, and just the introduction of that alone, and him being kind of the face, not yeah, kind of, I would say he kind of more so the face of the Crucible, and like even in that tournament, even though he lost, kind of, even in that class of that tournament he was in, he's kind of the higher ranked person in that class as well. Also, him just having a impact already. His first summer, was it his first Summer Madness against Chess, is literally the most reacted battle on the app. Even on the app, like, you can see the addition of him on the app, he doesn't lose on the app. Just coming out the gate with that impact and having that dominance over your peers, and even like current battlers right now, I feel like that kind of leads him for a spot on the list. I didn't put him as high. I feel like he's good for the introduction because he's still beginning and he has a long way to go. He can get farther along on the list, but I feel like the impact can't go unnoticed. And I feel like if it was to stop, you kind of could see like the impact, like I said before, being the most viewed, like, not the most viewed, but having the most viewed battle on the app, the most reactive battle on the app, and going against top competition against Chess, A Verb Goods, T Top. He has a lot of star-studded people.
I'm gonna cut you off. There's something on your hat, hit the side right there, try to. You have something in my fault, bro.
Yeah, and also, Averb Goods, K Shine, T Top. He just has a resume full of, not a resume full of, but he has those star-studded legends on his resume as well, and kind of clearly won those battles as well. So I have to give it up to him. I have to put him on 50 on my list because I feel like his impact already is kind of strong, and already.
But have you felt that Easy the Block Captains had a better career than X Factor? Because now, hold on a second. I noticed when you're going through your, points for having Easy on the top 50 list, I noticed you said at least twice that, he kind of just started and he has a lot more to, per se, do and to accomplish.
Yeah.
Easy the Block Captain's been here for a while.
Yeah.
I actually did my research. So you can't say he's like new when he's not. He just got lit.
Yeah.
So we have to, from now on, put this into respect. And I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even really notice that because, number one, I'm not a huge Easy fan, so I'm not gonna really dissect his whole career like that.
Yeah.
I don't even have him on my top 50 list, so I didn't really kind of have to.
Mm-hmm.
But I really went on YouTube, and shout out to Calico, because Calico went on Breakfast with the Champ, because we all know Calico is facing Easy the Black Captain on September 24th, Summer Madness.
Mm-hmm.
He made the point that, Easy's been here for, at least like 8 years. Like, he battled Clean Paper 6 years ago. So when we kind of, put an Easy to Block versus X Factor now, I think it's actually a crazy debate because, X Factor started off more lit and then kind of died off, when Easy, it took him a while to even get to the Summer Madnesses, to your point. The Gnomes and getting these big names. So it's like, how do we really kind of dissect the two? Like, do we give more credit for X Factor for coming in the game and getting hot, per se, more quick? Or do you give more points to an Easy for, him not starting off the fastest, really having to work and, having to, revamp his style and kind of change throughout the years of the game, and now just getting his just due? Like, which one to you, I guess I would ask, is more impressive in your eyes?
I would still say Easy to Block Captain, because I feel like you say, even though he technically didn't just start it, when I mean like the start, I mean like kind of his URL career, and even from the point where we had like the transition to a different style of battle rap when we're going into the rooms and then the small room. I feel like in that type of era, I feel like he's kind of the face of that period.
I don't mean to cut you off, but you're saying the introduction to the URL. I agree, that's a fact. But why? Because he wasn't that good before.
Yeah, but
X Factor, now even so, I'm gonna be fair. Back in the day, there was less battlers.
Yeah.
So a person like an X Factor with a unique style would stand out quicker, yes. But still, you gotta maintain that consistency, and he did for multiple years.
Yeah.
He clicked very fast. Easy came into the game got these battles, but he was losing.
Yeah.
He wasn't that good. He just recently now, yes, he's much better now.
Mm-hmm.
Fixed up his style, you know, his pace and everything like that. But it was years to when he wasn't shit. And I don't
Yeah.
mean to be disrespectful, but we gotta make sure that's kind of pointed out. If we're
Yeah.
putting a top 50 list of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but even in that aspect, I feel like even at X Factor's peak, I feel like it doesn't have the same impact it has as Easy's, because there's not a well. X Factor does have classic battles, and to my memory, the classic battles I watch X Factor in, he's losing. When it's clips, when it's surf, when it's DNA, I feel like he's losing those classic battles.
All those clear losses, though.
Those are clear losses. Clips is a clear loss.
The clips
Surf
one,
is a clear one.
Yeah.
Surf is a clear
the
one.
DNA, I'm not sure if that's a clear loss. Number one.
Okay.
And then it's still, you know, how did he do in the battle? Though, because we're not gonna do win and losing right now. I feel like because, like, to an extent, because we talk about Easy, he has a lot of debatable battles though.
Okay.
Yeah. To where you can say he lost a lot. You can say he lost to Danny. You can say he lost to Chess. Even though there's still good performances, but who has Easy the Black Captain like cleared anybody though? Like clearly won.
I understand your point, right? But I can't do that because there's an app where he's undefeated on the app. So I could go to the app and point that he's definitely won those battles. Like it's proven.
Now how much are we
proof.
weighing on the app on this list?
There's
how
proof.
much is the app to where a person could spam on someone their favorites? How much are we putting on? I'm just asking you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with me. That's what I'm saying. The impact of Easy to have that to come to the URL, you know, with that, you know, with his past, you know, losing battles or having an inconsistent career, coming into the platform undefeated on the URL platform, I feel like that alone is a heavy impact in what X Factor has done to me. Because I feel like I have to account to that at some point. If I'm writing a history book, and I'm writing a history book, and I'm talking about like, you know, what's going like, and I'm introducing like stuff like the app, the Crucible, the tournaments. Easy is in there. If I'm going back in, X Factor is gonna be in that history book, but there's more names that's overshadowing X Factor in that limelight. I feel like when I'm putting Easy in his time period of time, he overshines a lot of people in his class and in that era, in that space. With X Factor, he's kind of caught in a sense where he's not overly like it's nothing that sticks X Factor out against his peers to me. Like I feel like his peers are kind of
X Factor not one of the leaders of the Midwest movement at the time.
Yeah, but was he the best?
I didn't say he was. I said, was he not one of the leaders?
Yeah, but
that's all arguable if he was the best.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like he could be a leader of the
how
Midwest
important was
movement.
that at that time in battle rap?
It was important, but I don't feel like he was one of the front runners of the Midwest movement. You have people like Averb, Hitman Holla, Big T. Those are, I feel like all three of them alone have better careers than X Factor. And I'm saying for X Factor alone in his career, I feel like, you feel me? There's no sense of like no dominance, or I feel like there's nothing that sticks him out from the rest. Like he didn't do nothing that sticks him out from the rest of his peers. If I'm picking, there's no, like for me, if I'm picking X Factor, I could pick someone else kind of to fill, you know what I'm saying? Like at that time, and I'm talking specifically at his peak. Like, you feel me? When he was, you know, battle rapping and everything, like when he was at his peak in that era where you had all those names, I feel like he didn't really set himself apart from anybody else. And with those battles, the battles I observed, he really didn't put himself out except for like those little pause moments that he had. And like, yeah.
Can I ask you who do you feel has a better pen?
A better pen? I would say Easy.
Easy the Black Captain. You definitely made good points for Easy the Black Captain. You know, I feel, you know, it's very close, the debate, because I feel you can kind of go either or, and you can't really be mad at the choice. But you know what? I'll actually look to agree with you at Easy the Black Captain at 50. And the deciding factor to me is that chess battle. I feel that chess battle number one, it should be dropped on YouTube. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel if it was, it would at least be at damn near 2 million views by now. And
Yeah.
I feel that battle right there is better than any battle that X Factor has been a part of.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think like it's still even because X Factor started off hotter in his career, ended off kind of worse, and Easy
He
started
started
off
off. Yeah.
slower and kind of has picked it up now. I think it's still we're picking hairs right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I gotta go with someone, I will agree with you and go Easy the Black Captain at 50. For me, the definitive factor just is that chess battle and what that kind of
Mm-hmm.
means in the history books, like for a Summer Madness and
Yeah.
just for like what that battle meant for the culture. Because I personally think that's no debate a top 10 battle of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Something that X Factor I feel does not have. So I'll edge Easy and put him at 50 over X Factor.
All right.
So we agree Easy the Black Captain at number 50. So now as we move on, I had Swave 7 at 49. I believe you had Swave 7 at 49
Yeah.
as well. Can you tell me what went into your thought process of putting Swave 7 at 49?
Yeah. So with Sway, definitely the longevity and his role in the culture, his place in the culture. I feel like he straightens out a lot of things within the culture. Even when I'm watching the battles, I feel like there's a common courtesy or respect along Swave Sever, and I feel like definitely his role is kind of his role in the culture kind of is what sticks out to me, and I feel like it doesn't go unnoticed by me. I feel like when battlers are battling him, they know to really be themselves and not to put on a character act, or like you could perform your best, but you know that there's certain limits with Sway Sava. And even if I seen like with Sway Sava, he can really rap and angle his opponent to a T. When I seen him in the Saga battle, kind of getting like meticulous and really kind of like structuring his rounds. I like the way he structures his rounds. Definitely yeah, definitely does a lot of straightening with his opponents. The way he angles, stands firm on like what he talks and believes in. Definitely once like watching the twerk battle, just even with like I'm saying with England, kind of telling him, like with the little trigger fingers, telling him like that's not how you really hold a gun, like kind of does a lot of straightening for me. That's kind of the main emphasis I'm putting on the word, like just straightening. I feel like he plays that big, like not bully role, but that big brother role in the culture, and I feel like that definitely doesn't go unnoticed. He definitely solidifies his spot, I feel like. And yeah, 49 I feel like is a great place for him. I feel like he doesn't really have too many outstanding performances, but I feel like he has battles to where there are personal favorites for me. I definitely like I said, I like the twerk battle. I like the even though it's kind of like a weird battle for everybody else, but I like the head ice battle as well. And I like the shotgun sugar one as well. So I definitely think he has like solid classic battles, and I feel like he's well respected in the culture, and like I said, he plays a pivotal role in the culture as well. So yeah.
Yes, I definitely agree with all your points. Like I said, I also have Swift 7 at 49. I feel a legend in this culture. Definitely a Harlem legend.
Mhm.
Just what he did, forget battling, just him being kind of one of the founders and one of the pinnacles in the Team Hami. I
Mhm.
think one of the most legendary groups in battle rap, arguably top two. If you want to say Dot Mob, you could say Dot Mob, but it's
Mhm.
really them and Team Hami. Just the longevity of those groups and them staying together and what they meant as pinnacles in the culture, I feel has been so monumental. Swift Seva, to your point, also had, I feel, maybe not the most intriguing, like highest viewed battles,
Mhm.
but definitely had classic battles to where they were staples in the culture. Like you
Yeah.
said, the Shotgun Shook battle.
Mhm.
Um, you also said the Head Ice battle. I also remember his battle versus Danny Myers on RBE when they had the whole Team Hami versus Riders Block,
Mhm.
which was a very big card in the culture. We all remember his third round versus Danny Myers with the whole King of Harlem thing.
Mhm.
That was definitely legendary. To your point, definitely that big brother role in the culture. I think you wasn't wrong saying the word. Kind of one of those original bullies, like
Mhm.
just his size, like the raspiness in his voice, like how he would talk to you, that type of approach. I feel when he was doing it, when he was in his prime, he was one of the few to be have that style because he's not too like intricate bar heavy.
Mhm.
But even to your point, like even in the twerk battle, going against one of the craziest riders, he still stood in there because how he can break things down and just break you down. I feel has been something that we don't see too many people execute the way he's done it in the culture. Definitely the whole Restore Order podcast he has going on right now. Definitely another pinnacle that he has a lot of people go to there to hear a lot of battle rap information and interviews and things like that. I know from time to time I definitely um tap in with them. So definitely go subscribe to them if you haven't subscribed. But yeah, like you said, I feel 49 is great for him because I feel there's still a lot of battle rappers that are better than him that could do so much more. But just for what he's done in the culture over the years, having that consistency and just being one of those legends, yeah, I feel Swave Sub at 49 is perfect.
Yeah.
But so now we have Easy the Block Captain at 50. 49, we have Swave Seva. Let's move on to 48. Who did you have for 48?
I have Tech Nine.
Okay, why'd you put Tech 9 at 48?
Definitely. I feel for Tech Nine, it definitely has an impact on the culture. One, but I
RP
feel
Tech 9.
yeah, RP Tech Nine. I feel like he left the culture with something. He left the imprint on with something being comical. That energy, that body bag, that essence in him. On I believe it was the first Summer Madness, catching that 3-0 against Midwest Miles on the crowd and having the whole crowd shouting body back. I feel like that's kind of reminiscent to that's kind of one of the staples to his career. Also,
Herb body bag.
yeah. So yeah, also too, also a personal favorite too, watching like DNA, but even with the third round, just kind of like I forgot. He's kind of going kind of everywhere, but I forgot talking about like nigga, I'm your uncle or some shit. Like just bringing that like that comical
The funniness and the wittiness
yeah
to battle rap.
yeah that comical and wittiness to battle rap. I feel like he definitely curved out his own lane. Even though I feel like I honestly I feel like he kind of was the like front runners for one of that like that lane, that little funny witty role. I feel like he's kind of pivotal in that area, kind of while everybody's hardcore like rapping fast. And at that time, he kind of carved up his own lane, making quotables, like kind of, one of the first battles with those quotables, those mannerisms and stuff like that. Also, like battling head ice, and then uh, he definitely there's another battle I'm forgetting too. I forgot. But yeah, he definitely has like a lot of classic battles as well at that time and period. At that time period, I feel like this definitely had all the elements, like I said, quotables, punchlines, energy, wittiness, aggression, performance. Definitely checks off a lot of attributes. And then him even afterwards getting into the culture, analyzing battles, giving in things from a battle perspective, giving the fans more opportunity to see things from a different point of view. I feel like that also lends him a spot on the list as well, at having an impact on the culture.
Loaded Lux put your body
Yeah,
bag in a body bag. Yo,
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't heard that in a minute. That's funny. So RP Tech 9. Shout out Tech 9. I'm not mad at you having him at 48. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I don't even have him on the list.
Okay.
Like to be honest with you. For me, at 48, I had Smack. Who is this nigga?
Okay.
I had to Google this nigga. I had to shout out Young Ill, another Midwest legend. Another one kind of like X Factor, to where they started off hot like fish grease. And then I'm not making any accusations, but like things just, a lot of rumors happened with Young Ill. And we just kind of haven't seen him since the Briz battle.
Yeah.
Briz hit him with the high beams, low light, and I haven't seen Young Ill since.
Yeah.
But back in his glory days, when he faced the Surf, when he faced the DNA, right? When he faced the, I believe, Calico, right?
Yep.
That was the one with the who is this nigga?
Yep.
With the Calico, even more into the URL ever type with the K Shine battle. Definitely a lot of memorable and classic battles. Just his style was so different.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons I feel like right now we're naming a lot of people that maybe more back in the older days, but they all kind of stood out because they all didn't sound alike.
Yeah.
We know a lot, we hear a lot now, like a lot of these battle rappers have all the 4 bar setups and the
Yeah.
punchers. They all sound the same. They all doing the PG step and
Mm-hmm.
and all that crazy stuff. Young Ills, the Tech Nines,
Yeah.
Swave Sevas, right? They didn't sound alike, so they all stood out. So Young Ill at that time, he was kind of like a New Jersey Twerk to where he sounded so different. You just didn't even know how to really
Mm-hmm.
beat him.
Yeah.
Right. So but then once again, in the more later years, he just hasn't been the best showings. But still has definitely went against a lot of crazy names. Also, I remember the Charlie Clips battle back when Cardi B was a ring girl.
Yeah.
Right? So classic battles. Like I said, was a pinnacle in the whole Midwest movement thing when it was like Verb, Hitman, Ill, and it was X Factor, Verb,
Yeah.
Hitman,
Hitman.
Ill, and like X Factor, right? So when it was them four, they kind of had battle rap in a whirlwind. So yeah, I have Young Ill at 48. Now comparing him, well, I want to know, did you have Young Ill on your 50 to 41 though?
Yeah.
Where did you have him at?
41.
Well, so you have him a lot higher. So you feel he's above Tech Nine.
Yeah. But for me, I feel like also too, like you said the resume too, but also too, there's also one evident thing that sticks out from Young Ill. At one point, he did have like the most view battle with T Rex on that Battle Rap America
Oh yes, the
platform.
classic one round.
So yeah, at that time and period, I believe like that was at one point the most viewed battle on YouTube as well. So that kind of put him a little bit further on my list.
Okay, but
So,
hold
yeah.
on. Well, one question for number one. Do you have a pen?
Nah.
You don't have a pen. All right, I'm just trying to make mental notes then. All right, so we both have Young Ill. So let's put a hold on that.
Okay.
Do we put Tech? I'm about to read some names off though. Do we have Tech Nine over these people? Would you have?
Wait, actually, even before no. Go ahead.
As I'm saying, is Tech Nine? Because I don't have Tech Nine on my list, but you have Tech Nine.
So even that, right? So boom, for Tech Nine, right? Will we debate him against X Factor? Since I don't have X Factor on my list.
No, but we already have Easy the Black Captain at 50 and Sweet Seven at 49. So it's like X Factor already drops into that next. He's like between 60
gotcha.
and 51. He already drops down.
Okay.
Now we have to see is what's his name? This is Tech Nine. Do we have him on? So like, is he above Sirius Jones?
No, I don't put him again.
He's not Clean Paper.
That's tough.
Is Clean Paper on your top 50?
Yeah.
Okay, so is Head Ice on your top 50?
No, but I have him farther along.
So wait, so Head Ice is where?
Like in my he's farther along in like my 30 to 20 range.
All right. Bill Collector.
Nah, yeah, I have Bill Collector over Tech Nine.
Bill Collector over Tech Nine.
I'll put Av over Tech Nine.
Big K.
I put Big K over Tech Nine.
Right, and B Magic.
Yeah, I got B Magic over Tech. So
I'm saying, does Tech Nine, or so then even is Tech Nine over Swave 7? I think that's the real question. Is Tech Nine over Swave 7? I don't think so. I think Swave 7 has I gotta give Swave 7 over Tech Nine just over longevity.
Got you, but Tech Nine does have that classic on Summit Madness on that
for sure. But I said Head Ice. Swave 7 has classic battles as well.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I feel not due to Tech Nine's fault, but I'm just saying.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
They both started off in their prime. All these people had primes, but
yeah, longevity.
I gotta give it. So we have him over Swave 7.
Yeah.
I meant not over Swave 7, And then do we have him over Easy the Block Captain?
Nah.
So Tech Nine not over Easy the Block Captain.
Nah.
Okay, so then it's kind of like
He's not on the list.
Tech Nine does not make the list, so we're gonna have to scratch him off.
Off.
And now at 48,
So what's the next? Yeah, what's the next person on your list?
because after 48 now, 47 for me is Sirius Jones.
Okay.
All right, so now we gotta see like, are we putting like Young
Well,
Ill?
even that though. See what you. All right, boom. Right. So does Tech Nine now become 50, and then Easy's 49, Swave is 48?
No, I just think he just doesn't make the list. I think like Swift, I think like now Tech Nine would have to be like between like 51 and 60.
But that's what I'm saying. We kicked off X Factor and Tech Nine. So do they? They just not on the list.
I'm saying like all the names off the list we gotta take off,
All right.
and then like try to put them like between now and those, because they're not gonna be no higher. They're gonna
Got you.
fall into now that back category.
Got you.
If you feel what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So now, all right, we have Easy, Swave, and now we're trying to see who do we put at 48.
All right.
Right, because who do you have at 47?
I got Bill Collector.
You have Bill Collector at 47. Cause now I'm trying to decipher like where do we put Young Ill? Like,
Okay. Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? Cause
I have
Young Ill.
Yeah, I have Young Ill at 41.
Right, and I have him at 48.
Okay.
Right, so now it's like we have to get, and I wish we had a pen.
Mm-hmm.
We have to like get the names, right,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like put who do we have now in between, and
Got you.
kind of X out and cancel off. I just don't have a pen to put it.
All right. So you want to? Well, yeah. So you want to read off my list to see if Young Ill clears people off my list?
No, go ahead.
So you think Young Ill is ahead of Bill Collector?
Is Young Hill ahead of Bill Collector? No,
QP.
as in clean paper.
Yeah.
That's a debate. I feel their careers are kind of so similar. Like,
Okay.
is Young L over a clean paper though? No.
Okay. So I think if he's not over, yeah. Well, then do I just continue with the rest of my list then?
What do you
Because if
mean?
he's not over Bill Collector and QP, he was fall in that 48 range, you know?
So then he would be 48.
Okay. Wait, okay, I see what's going on. So you said he's not so he's over Bill Collector and he's not over QP.
I do not have him over them.
Why though?
Because you have Young Ill over them.
I have Young Ill over them, but I want to know why you don't have Young Ill over QP.
Young Ill over QP. Because Young Ill, like I've seen, like QP even this year has had great battles. When was the last good battle that Young Ill has had?
Okay, but
Cause I feel they both when they came in, they kind of came in their prime already.
Yeah.
Like they had those classic battles, both classic moments. You know, the QP and Rosenberg Raw. If you don't care about Glocks and strats, they both had that, and then it was both either was no showing or on some drug accusation or feel. But now more in this more recent time, Clean Paper has gave us good battles. Young Ill has not.
True.
That has to count.
But also too, I got away that Young Ill versus T-Rex heavy though.
Yes, that's a classic battle. But now does that triumph everything? Like
It's not triumph everything, but even if you look at a Young Ill versus Sue Surf, I feel like that's kind of more impactful than some of Clean Paper's battles. I can't name. I don't.
But then also, Clean Paper and Beat Magic is damn near the best PG of all time.
Okay, but you think that's better than Young Ill versus Surf?
Young Ill versus Surf. I think they're special for different reasons.
Okay, but
like, I can't say one is per se better than other for what you're looking for.
Okay,
you feel what I'm talking about? A PG is not gonna be the same as that battle.
Okay,
they both hold different weight. But for both respectfully, like I said, that's damn near is no less than top 2 PGs ever.
Okay,
like
but
Young Ill and Sue Surf is not a top 10 battle ever. Like
But
to me, it's not.
but you
Like
but that PG's not a top 10 battle ever.
no, but that's what I said for their own rights. What the battles
Yeah,
mean for
but
different things. They're both historic. Like
I feel like that surf battle is a little bit more historic, and I feel like Young Ill even won that battle.
like I said, between QP and a Young Ill is close, but then I
Okay,
have to go with what have you done for me lately? What was the last battle for Young Ill that you was impressed? It's answer that question for me.
Briz. I mean, not impressed, but
That
it's
was
been
impressive.
no, no. I'm
Let's
saying it's a
not
bad.
do that, bro, just to
I
make
thought
the
no,
list.
bro. I'm saying I thought you meant like last battle in general, bro. So I
QP damn near beat Geechee, the 3-time champion of the year.
all right, okay.
I'm just saying, like, what have you done for me recently? They both had legendary moments back in the day. They both did. Now, if we're gonna pick here between legendary moments, for sure, but bro, we someone's career is still holding life, and one is completely dead. So that has to matter.
But I feel like Young Ill has way more classics than Clean Paper, bro.
Bro, you're saying the surf battle, like, and the T-Rex battle. All right, like,
and I feel like and the Calico one too.
because that was kind of the whole who is this nigga thing. But then I can choose the Clean Paper and Rosenberg Raw. That line right there is bigger than who is this nigga.
You think that line is a little bit bigger than who is this nigga?
Hold on, the Glocks and Max, stop watching Smack. Yeah, that's bigger than who is this nigga.
Than who is this nigga?
For history, yes it is.
For who is you not?
Yes, for who
you
is
really
this nigga?
think
Yes,
who
yes.
is this nigga?
Hold on.
Wait,
Jalen.
whoa. Nah, I can't jack that. I feel like who is this nigga is a stamp way better than that. That bitch stop watching Smack shit.
Bro, no, bro. Who is this nigga? Yes, was funny, and it was so funny. It's so memorable over the years. Yeah. It was a crazy moment. But the whole that Smack, like, what, like, are we serious right now?
Yes, bro. I'm being serious, bro.
I don't.
That's kind of like one of the best. Like one of the best slogans, bro. And yeah, bro. I don't know. That's touchy, bro. Cause I'm listening.
Clean Paper and Tay-Rod, Drag Queen. Yeah. Drag Queen's a bar still talked about till this day. So my point to you is that it's close. If we're going back in the day to moments, and back in the day, it's close. Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying.
So now to give the edge, I have to give it to Clean because he's given us more recently as well. Young Ill has not.
I hear that, and that's what I'm saying. I'm listening to your point of view, and for me, I'm edging Young Ill because it's more classic. I feel like QP doesn't have that battle where it's like
QP and Tay-Rod is classic,
but
QP and Rosenberg Raw is classic.
Was that
Clean Paper and Be Magic is classic?
So
I'm saying you're wrong. I'm telling you classic battles.
But I'm saying it's what Young Ill on his biggest battles is more impressive than Clean Papers. What he's done on his biggest battles is more impressive than Clean Papers.
Even if you want to say that, bro, it's not a huge discrepancy is my point. It's not like one person in their prime was dominantly over someone in the other person's prime. I don't feel their primes were that different, bro.
You think so?
Not that different. If you want to say Young Ill, bro, I won't debate you on that. To my point, that it's close. Because every time you name a classic moment, I name a classic moment right back to you. Okay. You can go back and forth and do that. Oh, your phone, bro. Like, hold on. To the point we're trying to make, bro. Yeah. Back in the day, we can go tick for tack, classic moment, classic bar, classic reference. We can do that. But now let's go into this, because you're not counting this era.
Got you.
And I'm giving you things from this era, though, that QP has given us. Young Ill has not done it. So does that not matter? He's going to say back in the day?
Yeah, but bro, hold on. I do have to wait. Like, I'm saying, though, like, even we going back in the day, like, I don't feel QP even has a 1 million viewed battle.
All right, but you're saying something you're not 100% sure of. Doing that, you would have to look it up. Like,
yeah, but even
is QP and Tay-Rock not 1 million views?
All right, so let me check right now. But even I feel, hold on.
And I feel accumulation of views, Clean Paper is over Young Ill.
No, it's not even at 1 million views. He has one his 1 million view battle against Twerk,
His first turn.
and he got 30. But
All
then,
right, bro. But that wasn't your point. The point was, does he have a million view battle?
all right, he does
Don't
have.
switch it
all
now
right,
to
all
did he
right,
get 30?
all right, he
Because
does.
now I can name battles where Young Ill got 30. Like, what are you
Okay,
talking about? Let's
okay.
don't do it. Stay with your original thing.
All right,
So he has a million view battle.
He has a 1 million view battle.
All right. Now go. You just proved your own point wrong. So now what else do you want to say?
All right, and he has. All right, B Magic.
Is that a million view?
Yeah.
Cause I told you that's a top 2 PG ever.
Okay.
Like, god damn, man. Like I'm saying, we can go tick for tack for their back in the day when they was in their prime, bro.
Yeah, but
I'm still waiting for you to say what has Young Ill done. Wait, you're talking about Young Ill, right? Yeah. What has he done recently? You have not been able to answer that yet. Cause there's nothing.
I guess.
No, Jalen, can you answer it then?
Yes, but still.
So why you keep saying I'm guessing?
But
no,
that's
you
what
know
I'm saying.
not.
But my point, bro, my reason for why Young Ill is over QP is for that point of the past, bro.
And
that's what I'm
once again,
saying.
I went with you in the past, and we just went tick for tack for moments and things.
Yeah.
Can you go tick for tack with me for recently?
No, but
no. All right. So how does that not matter?
But bro, I'm saying there's a huge.
Does the second half of someone's career now not matter because of their beginning moments?
But all right, bro.
I
can't debate. All right, I can't debate, bro. You're right. I guess I can't debate.
Yeah, because you have nothing to debate with. What has he done in the last? All
right, bro.
What has he done in the last 3 years?
Nothing. Yeah, he's done nothing.
I'm asking you.
But what has QP done, bro? Like you acting like he's a big impact. He has
battled.
Okay, I understand. He has battled, bro. He has battles, bro. But what is the impact of those battles, bro?
More than Young Ill.
Yeah, okay, it's more than Young. But what are the impact?
Him versus Geechee Gotti on GTX.
Okay.
The league just kind of started this year. It's one of their biggest battles. So yes, it's had an impact for them.
Okay. I guess. All right.
I'm saying it has.
I'll add that. All right. That's all right. I'll add that then, I guess.
So now, and then who was the next person?
The next person for me is Bill Collector.
Is Bill Collector. So is Young Ill over Bill Collector?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, Young Ill's over Bill Collector. Yes. I still like. Cause I feel now in primes, I feel Young Ill had a better prime. I'll give him that check mark over a Bill Collector. But now it's still to the debate of starting off and what are you doing now? Bill Collector now, 100K winner tournament.
Okay.
Big battles, that trumps anything way bigger than our last debate. Bill Collector right now, you can say is in his second prime.
Okay.
Winning the tournament, still big battles, big looks, battle legends like T-Rex. I can't like, and then Bill Collector's battles back then are still like classic battles. The John battle, QP, like, so what are we doing here? Like,
I feel Young is still clears him off the resume alone, bro. Surf, DNA, Calico, K-Shine. That
DNA and Shine. Bill Collector has battled.
Yeah, and then the Surf one, T-Rex, and if you want to weigh the T-Rex, like Bill Collector versus T-Rex versus Young Ill versus
Bill Collector versus Hitman Holla.
Okay, yeah, Bill Collector versus Hitman Holla. Okay,
huge battle. Classic Bill Collector and Shotgun Chug.
Okay,
classic battle. So I'm saying now, if we're gonna go back in the day, we can go tick for tack. I'm gonna say classic moment. I want you to with Young Ill. You gotta give me something from now. Because now he trumps him. It's more okay.
I can't give you because my whole emphasis is on the past, bro. Like,
but then that's my point. If we're going against people, though, I get your point in the past. I'm not taking that away from him.
Yeah,
I'm not at all taking that away.
Yeah, and he's not active, so I can't debate if he's not active.
Okay, but then that has to go to points towards the people who came in the same time as him and are still doing more. That has to. I can't see a world that it doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's like if two people were both drafted in 1998, the draft.
Okay.
And one has 3 rings, one has 4 rings, legendary moments, legendary games, all that. But now in the second half of their career, one is still playing well and the other one's not in the league. Does that not matter?
I guess, yeah.
I'm just asking your opinion.
But I guess, yeah. But
because if we're gonna go back in the day and have a debate and go tick for tack, that's one thing. But if we can't
Yeah.
go now in today's date and go tick for tack with accolades and stuff of
All
that
right.
nature, I can't see how Young Ill is just over him because what he did back in the day when Bill Collector has classic moments from back in the day as well, and now it's like more you're giving us.
Okay. All right.
So that's why over those two names, I would have to now. If we're talking about just as pure archetype of a battle rapper, is a Bill Collector better than a Young Ill? Maybe not.
Okay.
But we gotta add in winning the 100K tournament has to be a big accolade.
Okay.
How much stock are you putting into that? Can I
All right.
know?
I'll give you Bill Collector.
That's what I'm
I'll
saying.
give you Young Ill. I'll give you Bill Collector over Young Ill.
Okay, so now who else is there someone else? Cause I'm not gonna we didn't even really get through the list. We're gonna have to stop at 48, and then kind of just continue.
All right, so I'll give you Young Ill at 48 then.
Young Ill at 48.
All right,
there we go. All right, so and I guess hold on, let's see. So at 50, easy to block. We agree.
Yeah.
Cause I'm also saying we can also reopen if we go through. We want to reopen something. We go reopen.
All right.
49, Sway.
Yeah.
Right. 48, Young Ill.
Got you.
Who was your 47?
Bill Collector.
Okay. And I have Bill Collector at 44. I had Sirius Jones at 47. I'll put Bill Collector over Sirius Jones. Are you because where do you have Sirius Jones?
Sirius Jones at 42.
Oh, so you think Sirius Jones is better than Bill Collector? Career wise.
Yeah.
Why?
And we're gonna get into this argument again.
But no, but now look, Sirius Jones has more recent receipts. Yeah. I can't do that to you now.
But even I feel like with Sirius Jones, even at that time period, being on a big platform like MTV and getting being like one of the world renowned battle rappers and having that classic 6 round with Murder Mook and and to me, I feel like despite everyone sheds the limelight on the last round, but I feel like toe for toe, Sirius Jones won the battle. I feel, at that time period, he's one of the hottest battle rappers coming out. Kind of put his stamp at that time period too. So he was definitely about like top 5 at that time. Even if you want to go now, he has great battles against Rum Nitty, Swamp, and other people. But my emphasis is on at his peak.
All right. So back in the day, we all know Sirius Jones, Harlem. Jersey legend. Definitely classic battles back in the day. Murder Mook in the barbershop. We all know that whole spiel. But okay, so I'll give maybe Sirius Jones in his prime back in the day might have had more monumental moments than a Bill Collector in his prime back in the day. But then that goes into the argument of when Sirius Jones came in, when Bill Collector came in.
Yeah.
When Sirius Jones came in, there wasn't even as much as when Bill Collector came in as in terms of battlers.
Yeah.
Sirius Jones was more of a, that's that Rex, Smoke, Lux era to where they was them niggas at the time. Right? So I'll give him that. But can I ask you, as of now, of recently, who have you liked more?
Bill Collector.
What in regards do you hold higher? Like Bill Collector's tournament win? Like what in Sirius Jones' career do you put to that?
The at his peak where he got to getting on a bigger platform and like battling in a platform with 2 million people on it, like being exposed to like 2 million people, battling in the midst of 2 million people, like with 2 million people watching, like on MTV, and not even taking to the fact he went to KOTD and had a classic with Head Ice, and he's been on various platforms too. Just the same as Bill Collector as well.
I feel Bill Collector though has accumulated more views though throughout his battles.
Okay, I can make that same argument for Young Ill against QP.
No, we went through that already. I understand that, but now I'm using the same thing that you use.
All right.
He just has accumulated more views over the years. More recently has been better. If you want to put Sirius Jones over a Bill Collector,
honestly, I feel like he's the better rapper.
Sirius Jones?
Yeah. I feel like
than how Bill's rapping right now. When Bill first came in, I would say that.
Yeah.
How Bill's rapping now, I think that's up for a debate.
Okay.
But yes, when Bill Collector first came in, that whole joking style thing.
But I feel like Bill Collector's the better performer. He sells his bar more, but I feel like material wise, Serious Jones is the better rapper.
Okay. There was also a point though when Serious Jones kind of fell off.
Yeah. And there's a point where Bill Collector disappeared after the dot battle.
The big loss, right. The big loss to Charlie Clips.
Mm-hmm.
Main stage.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Serious Jones battling DNA Unknown.
Mm-hmm.
He lost that. I remember he still had the mechanic round where he did that whole scheme and thing like that.
Yeah.
That was his best part of that battle. How many clear wins does the Serious Jones have? Because as we go on, moving on up higher on the list, certain things are gonna have to matter.
Definitely has debatable. I would say doesn't have like clear wins, but I definitely say he has debatable.
So can I ask you, is winning a tournament battle a clear win?
Yeah.
So already Bill Collector has more clear wins. I'm just asking you, like, I asked you first, like. All right. But I'm just asking.
So if we're doing that, Easy has more clear wins than most of the people on the 48.
From what tournament? He lost in the tournament.
Yeah, but he has clear wins. If you want to do that on the app, he has 11-0. He's clear. He has more clear wins than everybody if we're doing that.
But the app is a subjective thing. A tournament is judge based, and everyone agreed that person has final say. So the app, even though you can say Easy 11-0, which I'm not taking away, which is why he's on the list.
Yeah.
And I gave you that.
Yeah,
so I don't know why you're coming at me now when I gave you Easy on the list already.
I just don't like that
because the app in a tournament are different. I get your point, but they're different to where a tournament is you win on the spot and that's what you agreed to.
Okay.
The app is still opinionated. But yes, you giving that person a win consensus wise. That's why once again we put Easy on the list.
All right.
So I can't really say too much because we put Easy on the list.
All right.
So we're still doing Serious Jones and Bill Collector. Oh. You know what? I'll edge Serious Jones over a Bill Collector. Just because I feel if we just look at careers, Serious Jones, I'll say a tad more consistent. And has hung in here as a legend with some of these new cats and have not really died. A la JC, a Rum Nitty, a Swamp, to where you can even say he lost, but he did not die, arguably debatable.
Okay.
So that also adds to the point of longevity a little bit because he has been here a little longer and has still been in all eras. I'll edge Serious Jones over Bill Collector. I'm not mad.
All right.
So
we got Easy.
Right, Easy at 50, Sway 7 at 49, Young Ill at 48. Now for 47, is that where we put Bill Collector and Serious Jones now goes higher? Because the only other people I had, in the list where I had, Bill Collector was at 44.
Okay.
And
what about QP though?
Clean Paper, at Clean Paper at 46.
Yeah.
So wait. So hold on. We said Easy, Swave, 48's Young Ill, right?
Yeah, 48's Young Ill.
So now 47. Because now it's Clean Paper over a Bill Collector. We agreed Bill Collector is over a Serious Jones. No, Serious Jones is over a Bill Collector, but now it's Bill Collector over Clean Paper. And I feel we're gonna have to save that debate for later on.
All right, yeah.
So hold on. As y'all can see, this has been very jumbled up. This is actually a lot more difficult than I thought it was gonna be on cam. We're gonna have to go behind the scenes and kind of pick out the stems and everything like that, and kind of come back with the sort of revised list for everything we've kind of discussed so far. But as of right now, we only really have 50 through 48, which is Easy, the Black Captain at 50. Swift 7 at 49, Young Ill at 48, and 47. We're trying to figure out right now. Now, maybe behind the scenes, maybe we'll get together and see if we can try to tweak a couple things
Yeah.
to make it better for y'all on camp, so y'all don't see us rambling too much. This is the first time, no idea, and the first time we're actually trying to do this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna figure it out. But I still think that led for a good debate.
Yeah.
We won't be back with this though till like next month though, because we gotta do summer madness predictions. They should be announcing the rest of the card damn near now. I don't know what they're waiting for, unless now
Yeah.
it's 2-3 battles. But and then we gotta do the recap. For the predictions or the recap, we'll look to have some type of guest on, whether it be a regular person or a battler. We're definitely gonna work behind the scenes to try to make that happen.
Yeah.
But those will be the next two things. You already seen posted on the Instagram multiple times already. Starting October 7th, we will be filming our new basketball segment for the Is Debatable channel. Definitely, if you have seen it on Instagram, set that reminder. Now that's probably not the day the episode will be actually released. Probably maybe 2 to 3 days after that.
Yeah.
But that's when we officially may be recording. I may try to go maybe live that day on the channel to try to get people's intakes and inputs on the certain things that we will be talking about.
Yeah.
But till then we'll see y'all.
Yeah, that concludes. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we definitely appreciate y'all feedback.